I obviously have strong opinions that about what's going on in the country, but I try to base those opinions upon facts and demonstrate that I think are verifiable. So let's talk about some of these at the moment. Trump posted yesterday that President Biden posted 274 FBI agents on January 6th that helped prompt the insurrection. That can't be true. Factually, it can't be true. Trump was president on January 6th. He did nothing to stop the insurrection and did nothing to call the people off, and we know that. It's one of the ways, one of the reasons he was impeached because he didn't do what he should have done as president. Even Kash Patel, who's the head of the FBI, who holds little or no respect in my view, has said that those agents were dispersed by the FBI after the insurrection had started. This is just factually wrong, but it's prototypical of Trump. Trump talks about other countries investing 17 to 18 trillion dollars in this country, but there are no facts to support it. Nowhere can you find that 17 or 18 trillion dollars. There are figures that have been bandied about, including from Qatar, which apparently has enough money to invest in a air base in Idaho. But the numbers that they've talked about are about 10 times their annual GDP. Meanwhile, let's talk about what ICE is doing. There are photographs of ICE shooting chemicals at a man of the cloth in Chicago. They have pictures of ICE pointing the large weapons at a car in Chicago that is just filming the protest. There's another picture of ICE pointing a long gun at a protester. There are pictures of ICE chasing down a poor food delivery driver who's on a bicycle through the streets of Chicago. We know that, and ICE seems to take great pride in this, that they landed helicopters and rappelled down ropes on an apartment building in Chicago. They zip tied children. They wrecked apartments, and I think they found one person whose documents weren't in order. These are facts. These aren't something that's made up of whole cloth. So the question on these facts is, do you trust what you see and what can be shown, or do you trust what is being said? And is this the way you want your government to operate? The answer should be no. It's reprehensible. We have the Center for Disease Control has been essentially decimated by that nutcase and drug addict and womanizer Bobby Kennedy Jr. He would make his predecessors, they'd be appalled at what he's done. You have the head of the Department of Education, who ran some wrestling group, has decimated those parts of the Department of Education that have been responsible for providing help to those most in need, children with disabilities and language disabilities. And these are the people that have been let go. Trump is saying he wants to take people out of the government who are Democratic leaning. Why is he so afraid of anybody who has a different view than him? But more importantly, these are people who are doing a necessary job for this country. So that nobody's saying they're incompetent, they're incapable. He's just doing it because he doesn't like their political beliefs. Well, I might not like your political beliefs. I sure don't like his. That's not a reason to fire anybody and destroy their families. But he doesn't seem to care about that. What is particularly dangerous that came out the other day is apparently the day before Trump announced his tariffs on China, before the stock market went down by about 2%. Somebody had shorted the markets on cyber currency and Bitcoin. I think those people are called whales. I know nothing about those markets. I don't invest in them, so this is simply what I've read. The person's called a whale. He walked away because he shorted those markets with $160 million. Now the question is, Who did that? Who had the advanced knowledge that that tariff was going to be announced that was going to drive down those Bitcoin and cyber currency markets? It certainly wasn't me.